Alright, friends, it's Team Man, and I'm back, broskis, with a new video, bro. It's on our friend, the Nacho Plan, and he's training his 16-year-old baseball player, his cousin here. So I'm gonna do a Q&A reaction video to this video, bro. So the Nacho Plan says, eccentric overload, 16-year-old baseball player. This is gonna be awesome. All right.
Hey, what's up, fellas? We are back, and I am going to be showing the 16-year-old baseball players training for Thursday. It was his upper body day. We had him start with these accentuated eccentric overload dips. It is his own body weight, as he's only able to hit one dip so far, but let's keep in mind that this is his very first time ever doing dips. So
That's okay. He's doing pretty good. This is, when you're doing these accentuated eccentric exercises, they help you get there quicker. That you're using your own body weight. Most people, what they'll do is they'll use these machines now. They're assisted, or they'll use bands. Keep pulling themselves up and down, up and down. That takes quite a while, but this is going to be superior because at least he's going to get damaged. He'll have something to build on, the following week. But if you're doing accentuated, you're going to have to add more sets. So he's going to have to go to the point where he can't really do any more. That's the whole point, right? That has nothing to do with failure. That just means that he took on a certain amount of damage in the fibers where they just are not. They're not firing. They're not active anymore. Anyways, this is really good. Yeah, this is gonna help. So first time dip's superior for sure.
we were doing the chest machine before, but he was getting a little too strong for that. So we decided to move on to dips, as it is a superior exercise. We did 6 sets of 8 to 12 reps.
It is superior. 6 sets, 8 to 12. Okay, yeah, 6. I mean. Yeah, like I said, usually you can go to the point where he can't do very many reps. He can't rep out much there anymore. Yeah, okay. This is good. Pull-ups are amazing too.
Now we're here with some accentuated pull-ups. Before, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks.
Hey, he's doing really good, man. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, he's doing really good.
Ago, he was not even close to being able to hit a pull-up with a pronated grip, and this day he was able to do a pull-up with his own body weight. So very excited. He is getting stronger, but not enough to where we can start adding weight. We're going to keep his body weight, keep doing accentuated pull-ups with his body weight. It will give him enough stimulus for now, but he will get.
Eventually, his body will adapt by growing more muscle. He'll get stronger and better at doing this. You really want him to grow with the weight. You never push him to do more until he can actually do it with his own body weight. It eventually will adapt. He will be able to do it without. Do his body weight, and eventually could move on to some weight. Like, he's a young kid, man. You gotta be more patient. You have to be patient. That's all. But his body will rapidly adapt. It's a young body, man. He's young, 16. Wow, it's amazing time, man, to be lifting. 16. Wow.
Stronger soon, so we are looking forward to start adding weight. But as for now, he is good with his body weight. We did.
Here's the thing. If you're doing like. Straight supra maximal eccentric overload exercises. You know what I mean? You're in the eccentric all the time. Eccentric, isometric, eccentric. Yeah, even if you just add 2.5 pounds, like it's either or. It's either you add weight or you add more sets. Add more sets, add more weight. Sometimes you add more weight and you add more sets. So it has nothing to do with the repetition. It's always between 8 and 12. 12 is always better. And like I said, you either add more sets, you add more weight, or you add more weight, you add more sets, or you add more weight and then you add more sets too at the same time. So you can add both together. It really is discretionary. It's all dependent on you. So sometimes you stick with the same regime, but you can add at least 2.5 pounds every time you come in. See what I mean? Now, if you're still stuck on that weight, then you start adding more sets. See what I mean? Now, if you're really, really strong, then you add more weight, and then you add another set or whatever, vice versa. But you'll know because here's the thing. Like I said, eventually when you're doing your sets, you won't be able to eke out more reps. Sometimes, let's say, if I was to do like 10 sets of something, maybe, I don't know, I say 10 sets, but sometimes I may not make it till 8. Maybe I can only make it to 8. It really is dependent on how far you can go. Like I said, it's not based on failure like these guys lifting concentrically, these partial concentric reps, you know? It's not about going to failure concentrically. It's about the muscle itself is failing. It can no longer do any more repetitions. That's all. Can't do any more repetitions. That's really what's happening. But he's doing great.
We did like 8 sets of that for 8 to 12 reps. Now we have my favorite tricep machine for eccentric overload for the triceps.
I like these, man. Kickbacks, eh? These are great. I mean, it's just like, it's almost like those cables, you're holding the rope. This is really good, actually.
These are, I don't know what these are called, the tricep push down machine.
See, here's the thing. You really have to focus on isolation. You're isolating. A lot of people don't understand what bodybuilding really is. They use too much of their arms, rowing, doing weird things. Everything is about isolating. You're really isolating that body part, and you want to give it 100%. You really want to destroy it. Yes.
Yes, but he is doing 150 pounds or 30 pounds, something like that. His triceps are already fried.
That's great, man. Yeah. I mean, that's great. Multiple stretches, yes.
From the dips, so yeah.
Okay, this machine, I am so against this machine, but I know I just watched your video. I know you're gonna say that the gym is full. You couldn't use the machine. Here's the thing, man. You should have asked the guy on the cable. The cable machine is gonna be better for him because you can control the weight going down on the cable machine, or the cable weight. So. Yeah, I would have asked the person, can we have it after you or whatever, you know what I mean, and just try to take it over, whatever. Really, this machine, I do not recommend anybody use this machine. It's dangerous. I've seen lots of people get hurt doing this. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad because you can't control it. And if you were, for example, if your muscle was to give out and that thing came crashing down, that's it. You're done, dude. See what I mean? It's a bad machine.
These were the only bicep machine that was available. This gym was fucking packed, so all the cables were taken, all the cable machines, everything was taken. So
see that it's very hard for him to make it to the isometric. He's almost making it there, but he's not. And I understand the gym is packed.
Yeah, we had a scoop.
You could have helped him there a bit. You could have helped him, but better he do it because that machine is dangerous, man. That's just my personal thing. It's bad. This is pretty good. Like I said, you're isolating again. You're isolating your biceps. This machine, really, people don't understand how to row their back. Yes, you extend your arms. You do it pretty heavy enough so that your back is working it. It's an isolation exercise. People always row with their arms, and you should not be rowing with your arms at all whatsoever. So this is good, and reverse. So if you're doing it wide grip, this is good wide grip, and this is good also. What do you call it? Reverse grip. Reverse grip is good too as well. This is very good. This machine, man. You'll really feel it in your back. Also, he can do them standing up on the cable machine. You could do close grip on the cable using the cable machine standing up. Him having his back pull inward, right? Close grip with the what do you call it? The D grip. That's what they call it, D grip, or you could call it V bar or D grip or whatever. The close grip bar. You know, on the cable machine, have him do that. Yeah, standing up. It's really good exercise too. You know, it's gonna work his back a lot.
Low for that. We did the tricep and biceps. We did 8 sets each of like 8 to 12 reps.
Yeah.
We're doing his upper back now. As you can see,
He's doing pretty good. He doesn't have to go so heavy to the point where he cannot do the exercise with some good form. You know what I mean? He's got to still have some good form there. And it's just his back working it.
only using his back muscles to perform these eccentric overload reps. And we're using a weight that he can't even handle for a full rep. We're just using his back.
Yeah, it looks pretty heavy.
We did about 10 sets of those for like 8 to 12 reps.
These are good. He doesn't have to go astronomically heavy on this side lateral for the shoulder. He doesn't have to go astronomically heavy. You still have to have some good form, you know what I mean? In other words, your shoulder, it's an isolation. You're isolating your shoulder, you're doing it eccentrically, pulling, your shoulder's coming up and then going back down. You're pulling it up and it's going back down with the shoulder. The shoulder has to be able to do the work. Sometimes if it's too heavy, sometimes you have a tendency now to pull with your arm instead of your shoulder. So, yeah, you don't want to go too heavy on this for him. Heavy enough, but not so heavy. Heavier than what you would do as a fly, for example. I mean, definitely, look, if you're flying like, 10, 20 pounds, 30, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever, 15, 20, you can add it you could go 3 times heavier. You could go at least, I don't know, 55, 60 pounds. If you're going 60, that's so much better. That's a double. That's more than double than what you would be doing 20 pounds on this. Most people doing like 20 pounds or whatever. Some people 10 pounds, man. They just don't do a lot. So yeah, it's like I said, it's discretionary. You have to make sure at least he can move his shoulder.
We ended up with some shoulders. I'm only showing one side, but we did, 7 sets each, and he got fried. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
7 sets. That's pretty good still. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Between 8 and 12. All right, man. That was a great video, bro. He's doing good. He's going to just get better and better all the time, man. I'll see you in the next video. Getting bigger, getting stronger all the time, my friends. See you in the next video, my friends. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one. Same bat time, same bat channel.